All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to YAHAWAH, BABAL, YAHAWASHI, BABAL, Rakak, double honors to the elders and apostles of the MILLSTONE, and peace and blessings to the whole faith of Israel. And the title of this lesson is going to be, Let Favor Be Shown to the Wicked. All right, so let me just go ahead and get started. This is Psalm chapter 50, start at verse 16. But unto the wicked the Most High saith, What hast thou to do to declare my statutes, that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? All right, so going to the wicked is important to know who the wicked is. All right, you read the book of Malachi, the first chapter, in the 4th verse, it'll tell you that Edom is the wicked. Okay, Esau, Edom, because Esau is Edom. Okay, read Genesis 36 chapter. So which is who? The so-called white race. Okay, it's not just one man, it's a people. All right, and they are in power in these last days. All right, and they are known as the wicked. Okay, which has been prophesied in the scriptures that this man will be in power in these last days and fight against the Lord and in his army. All right, but it says, I'll read again, Psalm 50 and verse 16. But unto the wicked the Most High saith, What hast thou to do to declare my statutes, that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? So, you think about presidents, they swear on the Bible. Okay, every time they're inaugurated. Okay, everybody says, oh my God, or they praise God, or they worship God, or in this world they call him God. Okay, but his real name is the Heavenly Father, YAHAWAH. Okay, and this world calls his only begotten son named Jesus. Okay, well, his name is YAHAWASHI. All right, but going to the Pope. All right, and these so-called Christians. Okay, you have these Edomite pastors. Okay, that deceive the people. Okay, and they also deceive themselves because they actually think they're the people of God. Okay, you go into the people in our Holy Land. All right, the false Jews. Okay, they're claiming to be who we are. Okay, the biggest fraud ever committed on the people on the planet Earth in history. Okay, these devils trying to be us. Okay, so going into heading instruction, it's gonna be verse 17, Psalm 50 and 17. Seeing thou hatest instruction and castest my words behind thee. Okay, so they bring out one precept and they go out and butcher the scriptures. Okay, they go out and give the interpretation of their own heart. All right, and their own mind instead of the true the true meaning behind the scriptures they bring out. They love bringing out John 3:16, but they don't know what that world is talking about. They don't go into words. That world is talking about Israel. Okay, you go into the word cosmos. Okay, which is a gathering. Okay, it's a cluster. All right, a specific group. All right, and it's going to the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. So this devil, he hides behind the scriptures, and does his own thing in wickedness' sake. Okay, that's a devil. Okay, Psalm 50:17. Seeing thou hatest instruction and casted my words behind thee, because they can't keep them. Okay, because at the end of the day, the words have been given to them. All right, they stole the words. Okay, and they again put on, Esau, the so-called white man, in his covering cast. Okay, he paints himself as, the angels. Okay, he paints the Heavenly Father as white, paints his son white. Okay, angels white. Okay, everything white. Okay, because going into him painting the images of our forefathers to his likeness. Okay, he covered the faces of the judges thereof. In the book of Job 9 and 24. Okay, keep on reading this, verse 18. When thou sawest a thief, then thou consentest with him, and hast become partaker with adulterers. Okay, so going into the thief, this devil stole the entire planet Earth. Okay, via the sword. Okay, he stole identities, he stole lands. Okay, he stole heritage. All right, he stole wealth. All right, he stole peoples. All right, this is what this man is guilty of. Okay, every day this man commits fraud. Okay, and he's been continuing on doing those same things since he came back into power at the time of the Renaissance. Okay, with Christopher Columbus going on around. All right, Pope Alexander with the PayPal bull. Okay, and then later on in the time of America, all right, you had Manifest Destiny. Okay, nothing doing to the sun. All right, but this devil, in the name of Christianity, okay, in the name of the white Jesus, okay, they went about deceiving the planet Earth, and bringing death and destruction behind. All right, but here, it says it has partaker with adulterers, going to those philosophies. All right, those ways of death. Okay, going into that serpent and his doctrine. All right, the dogma of the dragon. Okay, verse 19. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Okay, we're going to this man's tongue. All right, we're going into his words being as smooth as butter. Okay, but war is in his heart. Okay, that's what he does every day. This man is trying to find ways to bring forth more evil upon the planet Earth. Okay, his tongue frameth deceit. Okay, he's a deceiver. Okay, every day on the television. Okay, the TV program. Okay, the programming. All right, this man, goes about and deceiving the planet Earth, because again, this is what he's been loosed to do. Okay, for a season. Okay, but that season is up, because why? He's being exposed. It's verse 20. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thine own mother's son. Okay, who is that talking about? What is this referring to? Talking about Esau and Jacob. Okay, Esau, again, being the seed of the wicked, the line of the wicked by Esau. All right, that wicked root. All right, and going into Jacob, now that's the righteous seed, the righteous branch. Okay, and came forth. Jacob's name changed to Israel, going into the 12 patriarchs. All right, so going into the accuser of our brethren. Okay, the accuser. All right, this devil accuses us day and night. Putting up his enchantments, trying to what? Trying to find ways to destroy us as a people. All right, going into that enmity between the seeds. Okay, it's perpetual hatred. All right, and the Lord did that on purpose. Verse 21. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Okay, so this man, what he's done upon the planet Earth since he came into power, he has not been corrected for. Okay, just because you die of old age, you see Edomite get judged. That's not how it works. Okay, it doesn't mean you got off scot-free. All right, what you did, in the past, or our forefathers, what you're doing today, okay, is going to be required. All right, and that time we're coming into is very, very soon, which is what people know as Judgment Day. Okay, it's a time of judgment. Okay, it's the day of the Lord YAHAWASHI, where he's going to put all works to remembrance. Okay, because the Lord said he requires things that are past. All right, and you're going to be judged for your deeds. Okay, someone higher than you is going to correct you. All right, because right now Esau, he's the highest on this planet Earth. All right, but someone higher from the heavens is going to come and correct them and take him out of power. Okay, because the Lord is the one who put him in power. All right, so read again, 21. These things hast thou done. So we're going to go into the history of the so-called white man. What has the so-called white man done upon the planet Earth? Okay, nothing good. All right, everything somehow, some way, there's a defect. All right, there's some kind of side effect, and it always leads to death. Okay, everything, all right, leads to death by this man. Because why? Because going to the pale horseman, all right, that sat on that horse, he that sat upon was death, and hell followed him. Okay, talking about the so-called white man. All right. Yep, I read again. Psalm 15:21. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Okay, again, what he did to the so-called Native Americans, what he did to so-called Negroes, what he did to so-called Latinos. Okay, and to all the people of the planet Earth, but really importantly, going to the tribes of Israel. All right, because the Lord said he kept silence. Okay, thou thoughtest that all. I read again, slot. Psalm 50:21. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such and one as thyself. All right. So his devil, he was getting away with these things. He was thinking that the Lord was with him. Okay. Again, manifest destiny, the PayPal bull, Pope Alexander, and so on and so forth. Here now in today's time, the New World Order. Okay. He thinks that the Heavenly Father is with him. Okay. Or that he forgot, or he's gone away, or whatever it is he thinks in his mind. But he thinks ultimately that the Lord, is with him. Okay, again, the title's lesson being let favor be shown to him. Okay, all right, but in the day, the latter end is going to be a great destruction. Okay, all right, but continuing, but I will prove thee and set them in order before thine eyes. Who's them? Okay, it says, but I will prove thee. All right, it's going to reprove you. All right, you're being reproved. All right, by who? By the prophets. Okay, and set them in order before thine eyes, going into the elect of Israel. Okay. The elect of these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, 144,000, and the rest of the 1/3 of the believers, the helps, the women, so on and so forth, the children. All right. So we're being set in order. Okay, we've been made alive. We've been quickened by what? By the word. All right, going into Ezekiel 37 chapter. Now what? We're a great army. We were dead bones. Now we're a great army. All right, and we stood upon our feet. Okay, also in Revelation 11 chapter. All right, our dead bodies. All right, shall lie in that great city known as spiritual Sodom in Egypt. All right. And what? We've been again brought back alive again. Okay, that's us being set in order. Okay, because the Lord is about order. Okay, going into let all things be done in decency and in order. Okay, every man in his own order. Okay, verse 22. Consider this, ye that forget the Most High, lest I tear you in pieces, and there be none to deliver. Okay, so best believe that's a threat. Okay, so this devil, he of course he forgot about the Most High. He's trying to exalt himself above the Most High. Okay, you reading the book of Psalms, the 10th chapter. All right, it says the Most High is not all in his thoughts. Okay, nothing this man does is according to righteousness. It's according to wickedness. All right, but again, a person will say in his mind, how can he go so long without doing anything wrong? And again, that's how people been deceived as well. Okay, but the scriptures say deceive and deceiver are his. This devil has been deceived. Again, read up earlier that he thought the Most High is with him. All right, and people around the world thought the Most High is with him too, because why? Because he's in the power seat and he's done so wrong. That's why Jake sell out, and so on and so forth, and sign deals with the devil. Okay, because they think that obviously the Lord is well, I won't say obviously, they think that the Lord is dealing with him. All right, but he's not. All right, but here, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 8 and verse 11, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. All right, because again, when you're not corrected, you're not chastised, all right, you think you're not doing wrong. Okay, unless someone tells you you're wrong, you don't think you're wrong. All right, so this devil, he's been going on again, doing what he's been doing, because we just read sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. All right, because the Lord lets, especially when it comes to nations, okay, he lets them build up. Okay, lets them build up, lets them get to their peak, their height, and then he throws them down. Okay, so that's what's happening to the so-called white man, Esau, Edom. Okay, this verse 12, Ecclesiastes 8 and 12. Though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear the Most High, which fear before him. Okay, so at the end of the day, those that have the fear of the Lord, okay, those are the ones that have the true treasure. Those are the ones that are going to be saved. Those are the ones that are going to be ultimately in the next rules to come. Okay, because the Lord said the meek shall inherit the earth. Okay, it says what wisdom bringeth to a kingdom, and the beginning of wisdom is what? The fear of the Lord. Okay, so and this devil does not have wisdom, because going to I always get it mixed up. I'm not sure if it's in the book of Sirach or in Wisdom of Solomon. It says the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. Okay, I should probably look it up so I can get it right. Knowledge. Okay, nice. Yep, it's in Sirach 19 and 22. Okay, so the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. All right, but here's Ecclesiastes 8 and 13. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall his days be prolonged, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before the Most High. So, going into the prosperity of the wicked is but for a moment. Okay, we have to remember that the Lord's timing in the heavens is much different than the timing here on the planet Earth. Okay, it says, be not ignorant, for one day unto the Lord is 1,000 years unto us. Okay, so time is different. Okay, and that's just going to the majesty of the Lord. Just shows how much this time, going to time, that this devil really hasn't been in rulership that long. Okay, he has had the longest rulership, as far as the wicked, he has had the longest rulership, as a people upon the planet Earth, which is going to shortly change. Because why? Because it's been promised to Israel that they're going to have an everlasting kingdom. All right, because again, Esau, he was the Romans, he was the Greeks. Okay, and now he's again the modern day Romans and Greeks being the so-called Americans. All right, and that was his kingdom. All right, these are hundreds of years we're talking about. All right, but here, this is Sirach 2 and 15. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. Okay, so there's a point in time where that long suffering of the Lord, it expires. Okay, that time where the Lord starts to judge. All right, it's going to be what? Via sword, famine, death, and destruction. Okay, according to his plagues. All right, so he's bringing plagues because why? Because his place is going to be judged for all the evil that is done. Okay, people are going to say, they're thinking in mind, why is all this evil coming upon so-called America? It's because the Lord remembered her iniquities. Okay, her sins have reached onto the heavens. Okay, now's a time where what? The Lord is going to start dealing. It's going to be dealing what it says, the Lord shall plead with all flesh by fire, paraphrasing. Okay, and that's what's coming, these thermonuclear missiles. All right, so all this filth, all this spilled blood, all right, on this land. All right, how this devil has been going on around, doing his thing in wickedness. The Lord is what? Going to judge. Okay, it's going to be via so-called alien invasion. Okay, the Lord is going to come reckon and destroy this place. All right, and it's really again going to the rulership. Okay, the Lord's not going to vaporize the earth. All right, he's going to vaporize Esau, Edom, so white man, his rulership. All right, this is 2nd Esdras 15 and verse 6. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and the hurtful works are fulfilled, so that timing is up. Okay, that contract of wickedness. All right, you know, because Esau received a blessing. Okay, you received the contract. All right, but ultimately it was a curse, and that blessing slash curse had an expiration date. Okay, and the expiration date is coming very, very soon. Okay, that's why Revelation 12 and 12 tells you that he knoweth that he had but a short time. All right, it says verse 7. Therefore saith the Lord, therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those days, suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. All right. So day in and day out, every single day of the hour every single hour of the day, wickedness is being produced. Okay, this rulership, is the most wicked rulership ever to be established on the planet Earth. Okay, it's literally like, you know, you think of a factory of wickedness. Okay, you know, and again, it's 24/7. Okay, and the Lord said what? He's not going to hold his tongue no more. Okay, so again, he's going to start what? He's going to start rebuking. Okay, you know, and he starts with his prophets. Okay, the spirit of his mouth, which is his servants, the prophets. Okay, you know, so coming in the time of our persecution, us being taken off the street corners, what does that mean? All right, that means judgment is coming. All right, and that's going to be very soon. All right, so I'm going to continue. It says, behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me. Okay, that's Ezekiel 9:4. Okay, those that sigh and cry. Okay, those that have the mark of exemption. Okay, you know, and that's who we're hoping to be. Okay, those that have the spiritual mark. All right, you know, not going into these wacko breakdowns that these people give you about the mark of the beast. Okay, you know, the mark of the beast is a physical chip. You know, but going into those that are going to be sanctified in the Lord, you know, they're going to have an exemption. All right, of judgment. Okay, because they've been found blameless, and then ultimately they've been saved through the blood of the Lamb. Okay, because they are His. All right, which the Father gave Him. But here, behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain. The just complain continually. Okay, that's what us giving the Lord no rest until He make Jerusalem a praise. All right, and pretty much make us established on the planet Earth again in our rulership. Okay, we're earnestly groaning. All right, the expectation of us being changed. Okay, the Lord coming back and protecting us and destroying this place. You know, praying that the Heavenly Father, you know, bring YAHAWASHI, this nightmare, all right, of this existence be over with. All right, we're complaining. Okay, and we have a right to complain. Okay, because what Esdras said, the world is made for our sakes. All right, but these devils, these heathens are ruling over us. Okay, you know, so this is not right. All right, but of course it's all because of our punishment. But going into our affliction, you know, our punishment being fulfilled. Okay, and that's why this place is falling, because we're getting ready to get out of our punishment. Okay, we're captives. All right, in these chains of darkness till that judgment day. All right, it's verse 9. And therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive them unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Okay, you know, so what does that sound like? It sounds like Matthew 24 chapter. The Lord's going to, from the four winds of the earth, gather His elect. All right, from the four winds. Okay, you know, beaming them up in the so-called UFOs, which are the chariots of YAHAWASHI. Okay, you know, going to Wisdom of Solomon 5th chapter, the sureness of our salvation. Okay, you know, those that you called weird. Okay, you know, you kind of their life madness. All right, guess what? They're getting ready to be glorified. Okay, and you're getting ready to be greatly ashamed, going into, you know, those you know, of our people, 2/3, you know, waking up with everlasting shame and contempt, because, you know, they shamed the Lord's elect. Okay, and they continued on in their wickedness. But here, let me close out. This is which is titled, this lesson is Isaiah 26 and verse 10. Let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. All right, so, you know, this devil has everything the hearts can desire. Okay, again, he has the fatness of the earth, rulership, dominion, the respect. People fear him. All right, people worship him. All right, but what? He's Mr. Cannot get right. Okay, so what happens when you can't get right? The Lord makes it right by destroying you. All right, because at the end of the day, you know, these wicked heathen kingdoms, they all have their time to rule. Okay, it doesn't matter, you know, how great or how high these buildings are. You know, this man is technology. The Lord gave him that. Okay, and guess what? It still spoiled him. They going into Isaiah 47 chapter, says that knowledge and have perverted thee. Okay, this man is perverted. He's backwards. All right, you know, he wants to chip you. He wants to say everybody can be homosexuals, transgenders. All right, you can have unisex bathrooms. Okay, he just loves being wicked. Okay, yet all his favors be shown unto him. He has Lambos, nice houses, yachts. Okay, you can go anywhere in his heart's desire, anything he wants. But what? He cannot get right, okay? That's how you know he is not a man of God, okay? He's a work of Satan. Just continuing. In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly, and will not behold the majesty of the Lord YAHAWASHI. So, so he's gonna have to be forced, okay? That's why I just say every knee shall bow, every tongue shall confess, okay? This man's gonna really go down horribly. Going to what says in Revelation 18 chapter, says that's with violence, all right? Because ultimately all the violence this man has showed, all right, is gonna come back onto him. It says that what thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee, okay? Thy reward shall return upon thy own head, all right? So that's getting ready to come. That's what's getting ready to come to this place, all right? So going into depart from her, all right? Come out of her, my people. This is not your place of rest, because you don't want to be partakers in this kingdom, okay? This is the land of the losers, all right? We're trying to be winners, just like these planes flying high, up out of here. Well, we pray that Lord's will, the Lord fly us up out of this hellhole, known as this wicked kingdom, Babylon the Great. So with that, Lord's will is be edifying. As always, want to give our praise to Abba Shem, double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings of the whole faith of Israel. Shalom.